Welcome everyone to another live full body workout. This is day 2 of 4. Starting out with squats today. If you didn't follow my last one, I'm doing something a little different this week. For the next 4 days, doing 4 full body workouts every other day, doing live on all of them, and just going through, picking one main compound lift from each of my days, and then just going all out pretty much on those to try to put as much emphasis as possible on those different sets. Like, usually I do incline bench after flat, so I'm not as strong in it. So doing only incline, I'm able to push more. So that's the idea behind this, and just, it's good to do something different every so often. So let's make sure that this is working. Yep, cool. So let me know in the comments where you're from, if you're just joining in. And we're gonna get started. Squats, this first set, 115 pounds, just warming up. Doing about half the weight we're going up to. Warming up the muscle using the workout. So, here we go. Show me the view here. I've been out of town for about a week and a half, and only thing I've had access to for legs really just dumbbells, doing lunges, and then like what am I thinking? That's what they call leg press machines. There we go. And I was able to get some good work on leg presses, but still, it's not quite like doing squat. And
I deleted it and downloaded it, and says this. Showing that.
But I'm pretty sure my butt's probably gonna be sore tomorrow because I've not done squats in a while. So next set's gonna be 165.
Again?
Connor, I'm doing a video right now, bud. Okay? I don't know. That's a new game. I don't know why it's not working. If you're joining in, let me know where you're from, what you're doing today. Got the kids all to myself this week, so part of the reason why I want to do a different workout every other day is so I'm not as busy. And the other day is just trying to be active outside doing stuff. But here we go, round 2. Going for 12 reps here. Then we'll be doing the heavier weight. Now moving up, heavier weights for the harder sets. See. Using a bunch of smaller weights, 25s, 10s, and 5s, so I can do some drop sets for my last one. I usually don't do a whole lot of drop sets because I'm working the same muscles throughout a full, push day, leg day, whatever. So I don't want to completely kill them. But since I'm only doing one set of a compound leg movement, I want to really push it hard. So what I'm doing next is 85, 95, 05, 215. Pushing close to failure on this. And then I'm gonna do one more set after that. It's gonna be a drop set from 225. So I'll probably do 225, as many as I can, drop off 20 pounds. Do as many as I can, drop off another 20, like that. And it's one way to make it a lot tougher. So that's the idea there. We're gonna shoot for, but I like doing this every so often just to change stuff up. I've been doing the same push-pull leg split for about 7, 8 months now, and it's been working for me, but it is nice to do something different every so often. And like I was saying with this, since I know I'm not doing lunges or any other leg work after this, aside from calves, I can really push hard, just put everything into it. Not that I don't other times, but I know I'm not gonna be fatigued for another leg movement after this, so just really focus on going all out on it. So I think I'm actually let's try moving the camera for this next set. Mind all the camera movement here, just to try seeing a different angle here to see what it looks like as far as how much I'm squatting. Because a lot of times I watch back and it seems like I'm not squatting as low, but I'm going close to parallel, maybe not quite. But as I said before in the past, I've had hip issues, back issues, and I want to not go crazy. Like if I went all the way down, like this, I'd probably start rounding my back and hurting myself, hurting my knees. So I'm just do what makes sense for you and push yourself. Hello. Good to have you here, man. Let me know if you're working out today, what you're doing. So 215 now. I've done this in a couple weeks. Being out of town, so we'll see how this goes and see how deep I'm going. It feels like I'm going deep, but it's just because my hips, I'm not that flexible. I'm working on stretching a lot too lately. Remember to keep everything tight, every rep, focus on good form. That felt pretty good. It's good to know after all that time just doing leg press while I was on a trip I was still able to get the same as last time at least, so. Whew. That was tough. So I'm gonna give a few minutes rest here. Bump this up to 225. I've never actually done 225 before, so this will be new for me. Shadow boxing. No nose to the ground. Body. Nice. It's a lot of work. You saying that's what you did yesterday? Or is that your typical workouts? Okay, yeah, got it done yesterday. Nice. It's a lot of work. How long did that workout take you? I'm doing, so this last set for legs here, it's gonna be a drop set. So I'm gonna just do as many as I feel like I can here with 225. I'm gonna rack it, pull off 20 pounds, get back into it as many as I can with 205, rack it, pull another 10 or 20 off to 185, rack it. And I'll probably go down to 155, rack it, and then do one last set with 135, or not one last set, but it'll still be the same set with that drop set. So it's probably gonna take a couple minutes or more to get through this whole thing, but your legs will be dying at the end of a drop set like this. Walk up, around a little bit, stay loose. You could have done more, 70 minutes, that's not bad. Yeah, most of my workouts usually end up taking me about 70 to 80 minutes. These ones, trying to keep to about an hour with it. Yesterday was longer, or 2 days ago, because my computer froze at one point, and then it started to freeze again. Thankfully the stream didn't end, but it did waste some time. Oh man. As always, tough. Doing hard compound movements with squats or deadlifts. All right, about one more minute. Said before, you can work rest ratio. If you're just resting 30 seconds to a minute between really hard sets, then probably not pushing yourself hard enough. Because if you really push hard, then you're gonna need some rest before you can do your next set. Especially with the set I'm about to do, it's gonna be tough. After this, I forgot what I'm doing. Moving on to lat pull down, so a back movement. I'm going to be putting all my lifts and everything in the description once I get done, and timestamps as well. They're all blanked out at 0 right now. 3 times a week. Yeah, I hear that. That's the great thing about exercise. You can vary it up to what works for your schedule. And I mean, I change stuff up depending on what I'm doing. Usually when I'm out of town, I'm doing full body workouts because I never know what gym's gonna have what, so. All right, here we go. First time with 225. 205. Down to 185. Going down to 155. Oh, I think that's good. It's 30 reps total. Whew. I've never actually done a drop set on squats before. So that was tough. It's one thing on a leg press when you can kind of just let the weight fall back, you can't push it, but with this, you know, you're squatting, you gotta get up or else throw the weight off. Makes a big difference. All right. So now we're gonna move on to lat pull down. That was the leg movement for the day. Now we move on to the back movement. Oh goodness, that one made me start sweating. Get this out of the way. So similar, we're gonna do, or I'm gonna do, a heavy set, a warm-up set with this, and then a heavier weight, then a hard set with some heavy, and then one more set, drop set. I've really been liking this pulley system, especially since it's only 80 bucks. It's pretty nice. It's not a bad deal. These out of the way. Get right into this since they're different muscle groups, so don't really need that much rest. It's more so just breathing hard from that last set. Makes you feel tired. All right, so we got 90 pounds. Focusing on good control on these reps, not just swinging the weight down as fast as you can, but really pulling it down like this, pause, and let back up. Notice I'm not going like this to get the weight down either. Trying to keep it back straight and just pull the weight to you. Now, some more weights for this. Gonna go up to 115 for the next set. The only bad thing about this setup is trying to switch out these weights isn't always the easiest thing to do. 45 plus 25 is what we need. There we go. 115, ready to go. Move the camera over again a little bit here. So sorry for the jiggles. Actually, we got a good angle here. One day I'll have multiple cameras. We'll make it work a little better. But man, those squats really took it out of me. I wasn't expecting a whole lot more from my squat. One, because I have been out of town. And two, it is one of the exercises at the beginning of leg day, so I wouldn't expect to see much more gains from that just because it's something I always do at the beginning. Actually, it's working. Yeah, good to go. All right, next set, 115 for 15. We got 15, 115. I'm gonna move up to 135 or 125, switching with 35 pound weight. So, one of the things on the last set that I do, the drop set, like I'm usually in the trying to shoot for 10 to 15 rep range, around 12 or so for my lifts. But if you notice on the drop set, like on the squats, I only hit 8 on the 225. So normally I wouldn't do that heavy a weight because I want to get at least 10 for time under tension, hypertrophy, all that good stuff. But because it is a drop set, I know I'm going to keep going and keep going. And I ended up doing 30 reps total, so way above, plenty of time under tension, way above pushing your muscles past failure, because you know, failure is where you can't do the weight anymore, but you drop the weight, keep going. You're past failure for that weight because you're still working your muscles even after you failed. So, yeah, that's why the drop sets, it's nice because you can overload your muscles more with heavier weight, but you're still gonna do those full amount of reps, if not even more. All right, what are we at? 28 minutes. So shooting for 12 on this, 10 to 12. Only 10. Thought I'd get more. That was heavy. But I'm gonna go heavier on this last one, just like what I was saying before. You know, I'm doing, can't even think. I'm breathing hard. I'm doing a drop set, so I'm going past failure. So I'm gonna be getting, even if I only get 6, 7, 8 reps, I'm gonna be going beyond that. Come on, reach. Reach. Ugh. Come on. The bad thing about this setup is it's not always easy. There we go. To get it hooked up. My arm's tired, just hooking this thing up. Hopefully that'll work and it won't break and drop on me. It's supposed to be rated for 400 pounds, so we'll hope that that is true. After this drop set, gonna be doing 2 more rounds of, or I guess 2 more circuits. I'm gonna be doing flies, chest flies for my chest movement for today. Followed up superset with some bent laterals, going the opposite way. And then after that, I'm gonna be doing some calf raises and curls. Because on my last full body, I did triceps. I'm gonna do calves every day just because my legs overall are lacking, but my calves more so. So I'm gonna hit them every day, but I've already got pretty good size on my arms, I would say. So I'm just gonna hit triceps one day, biceps the other, going back and forth. Because if you have a body part that's already pretty good how you want it, you don't have to go crazy working it out more if you're not trying to get it way bigger. It's like my arms. See, that's not bad there. So it only takes like a third of the work to maintain what you have. So going back and forth isn't a big deal. All right, try to get back on schedule here. I want to spend 15 minutes per round with the squats. There's 15 minutes total per start with the squats. Took a bit longer. So this is 140 pounds. I'm gonna do as many as I can, drop a 25, as many as I can, drop another 25, and then finish off with just a 90. I like to try and finish off with whatever my warm-up weight was, because I know I can do a lot with that weight, but it's still gonna be difficult. Get close to my chest there at the end. Another bad thing about this is trying to move it quick. It's difficult when you want to not have a bunch of rest when you're trying to do a drop set. All right, here we go. Shoot at 7. Another 7 reps. That's 14. Sorry about the loud noise. $22. It's not bad. So done with that. Back work is done. One thing I did notice, remove the camera again here, so stand by for the bumpiness. One thing I noticed is I don't really like having off days. I like the 3-day split. I mean, it's fine doing something different, but I like to do something every day. I just like being active. But, and with the 3-day split, I'm able to do that really well. And I get plenty of rest usually. Sometimes I'll take a day off every, 6 workouts or something, depending on how sore I feel, but just sitting around not working out. Like yesterday we went on a walk and went to the pool and it was good, but I like to move weights. And I also end up doing this a lot when I'm on trips, like I said, because I never know what the gyms are gonna have, so I do full body workouts. So it kind of reminds me of not being able to do what I want to do. All right, so let's get this set up for some flies. And this set up flies. I'm going to do 30 pounds and then 15 on the bent laterals. So 30s, here we go. Oops, need to raise that up. And I guess these are incline flies. Have it up at 35 degrees, I think is this setting. And this is just warming up the muscles. Not doing really heavy weight yet. Because normally, this is at the end of my push day, so my chest is already pretty warmed up. But I haven't used my chest really at all yet today. So being really careful, get a good stretch on the muscle with light weights, getting it warmed up. Not going too fast on the movements, because you don't want to tear something. That feels good now. Those first few reps, it was feeling a little tight, but by the last 5, I was feeling loosened up and good. Same thing with these laterals, using 15 pounds. Oh man, that was a bit tiring. Getting sweat in my eyes. I think I definitely like working out in the winter better when it's outside. But it's one of the benefits of having a home gym. I can work out when I want. Don't have to wait on other people. So it is nice. Some of these weights away while resting. You got any questions about anything? Post them in the chat. I'll answer whatever I can. If I don't know, then I won't make something up. I'll look it up and get back to you. But diet, workout, any of that kind of stuff. Next up, go in 40s. it's gonna be tough because for legs I'm gonna be doing lunges. And I usually do lunges after squats. So instead my legs will be fresh and I'll really be able to push it hard. Might try the 70s, maybe even the 80s for my drop set, but my heart rate's usually up in the 160s or 70s by the time I get done with a set of those, so it's gonna be intense. All right, 40s, shooting for about 15 reps on this. Same thing on these, you don't want to go too fast. When you're bringing the weight down, control it the entire time. I can really feel the left side stretching there. All right, and moving to 20 pounds on the laterals. Next up is going to be the 45s for flies. And then the 25s for the laterals. 2 more rounds of this and we'll be on to the last circuit. You can definitely feel that stretch on the left side. Making sure I'm trying to be careful. Don't go too fast on it. Because the last thing I need is an injury. Last thing anyone needs, really. This pulley system's nice, but a weight step would have been really good. But unfortunately, it wasn't compatible with my system, so you just got to work with what you have, you know? It's all good. 45s. Shooting for 12 to 15 here. Hopefully. Good form. together. Oh yeah. Oh, nice. 15. That was a nice press. Those last few, I could really feel a stretch on my left side, but it's definitely important to warm up because if I hadn't, those would have been painful. All right, 25s. Same thing. Looking for 12 to 15 reps here. Pretty close. All right. Rest up now for the drop set here. I'm gonna do 50s, 40s, 30s on the flies. And then 30s, 25s, 20s on the laterals. Get all these in the right place. A little extra rest before this last round, since it's going to be taking longer. Tell you what, it's nice to have all these clean weights. Well, they got all the pollen off of them. So just looking gross before. Spider webs and stuff all over the place. Now all the weights are clean. Back to their original color. What are we at? 50 minutes? That's not bad. I'll probably end up being around a minute or an hour and 5 to 10. So, not too bad there. We got this. Alright, so start with the 50s, do what I can, then the 40s and 30s. As long as I don't hurt anything. Which is the main goal. Main goal is to be safe, no injuries. Second goal, work hard enough to make gains. Nice, slow, controlled reps. There's 12. On to the 40s. Oh. 16. And on to the 30s. I might be able to get more, but I'm starting to feel it strain a little bit. Still, that's 22 reps total, so still a lot of reps. A second to rest before I do this other drop set. Oh man. So drop sets are definitely a good way to push yourself. Like I said, I wouldn't do it all the time on every set you're doing, but on the last set of something, for sure, it's a way to push yourself harder than last time. Like the shirt says. All right. 30s, 25s, 20s. Fourteen. goodness. Oh. All right, moving on to the last round, last circuit we're going to call it. Doing curls. I'm going to do seated incline curls. Get this a little closer for you. And then calf raises. Single leg calf raises. Same as before. Set to warm up the muscle. And then tilt this down a little more. Set to warm up the muscle, and then moving up, and then a drop set. Almost out. So let's jump into this here. Going with 25s first, 1 curls. I can find. Oh. 20 reps. Straighten the calf raises. I'm going to start with my left leg because it's my weaker side. Calves are just like any other muscle. We don't want to just go through them really quick like this. Get a good contraction, let it down slower. Okay, next up on the curls, doing 35s. Shooting for 15 reps. Because it took about a minute for each of my calves, that's 2 minutes rest already, so pretty much get right into it. It's hard sometimes to keep going straight into it like this, because you're breathing hard for one set, but it's completely different muscles. So even though you're tired breathing wise, it's not necessarily your muscles you're going to be working that are worn out. A little bit of swing in there at the end. I'm sorry. Alright, I'm gonna go with 25s now for the calves. Goodness, sweating like crazy. It's only in the 80s right now. A couple months it's gonna be up at 100. All right, 2 more rounds of that. I'm gonna do 40s next. Shooting for 10, 12 reps here on the curls, hopefully. Let's try doing this. Spin around the other way. See my other arm. Not that it really matters, but just to change things up a bit. How's that? Yeah, that's pretty good. So go 40s for that, and then 35s for calf raises. What are we at? A minute, an hour and 6 minutes, so yeah, pretty close to an hour and 10 again. Oh well, I enjoy being in the gym, so it's no big deal to me, but if you don't have as much time, you can always do, make it 3 sets instead of 4, or less rest between, but I got plenty of time, so I like to make sure I'm rested enough to get the most out of each set. 10. Got it. All right. 35 pounds on the calf raise. Well, all right. Get set up for this last set here. I'm gonna do 45s, 35s, and 25s on the curls. Hopefully it won't be too bad. $110, not too bad. Almost there. Last round, drop set curls, drop set calves. Got veins poking out my calves. Notice I have a bunch of, can't see with these, but I've got a big spider vein in the back of that leg, but no big deal. Alright, so my hands are good and dry. I'll slip on the weights. My arms are gonna be dead after this. So 45s, just as many as I can. Then on to 35s, 25s. Oh, those are heavy. I think that was 6. I lost count. Oh, that got hard quick. 10. but they feel pumped, that's for sure. Like they're about to explode. Ugh. I want to get right at these calves, but I feel like I'm not going to be able to hold the weight. 50s, 30s, and then body weight. Here we go. 8. 13. 18. Other side. 13. 'And that's it. Last drop set. Everything to sit on. Elite Fitness, what's up? We're just finishing up. Full body workout. We did squats, lat pull downs, flies with bent lateral superset, and then just did the curls and calves superset. So whole body's feeling tired. Get a day to rest. Doing day 3 of 4 in 2 days on, what is that, Friday? Probably that'll be later in the afternoon. But I hope you guys like that. Hope it was helpful. Let me know if there's anything you want to know, you want to see. Got lots of videos, all that good stuff. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.